And I am back. That's right, everybody. The computer is fixed, and look what we have here. A brand new version of the Marco Dash. It's the Mark 1-2, and we've got Nuclear Wizard coming up here, and we're going to see if we can't do a little capture. Now I've got a few more of those little misuse of the feet. Hey, get back here. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. Let's get this thing. All right, let's stop messing around. How far out are you? Still closing in. Very good. Now, if you guys weren't paying attention before to some of the things, that's cool. But a little while ago, my computer fell over. The whole thing broke. I had to do some terrible, terrible things to fix it, including, frankly, I'm ashamed to say it, but I went and bought some memory from Best Buy. There, I said it. I went to Best Buy and gave them money. I promised myself I'd never do it, but there it is. I was desperate. My memory was broken. I have a new processor, new memory, new SSD, new heatsink fan, and if you can hear a difference in my voice, there is a reason. That reason is I have a new headset. It's got the cool features where it eliminates all the excess noise going around. So hopefully things will sound a little better to you guys. I'm ready to get this thing. Alright, you're coming in nice and slow. We want to be patient. We don't want to go crazy. Well, maybe a little crazy, but not too much. Give it a little burst forward. Alright, now if you've been watching the saga with this, I haven't been doing very good at this. Not terribly great at all. And in the meantime, what are you? I can't say. I also have, for all my donators, except for one of you guys, I've got rockets for all of you in orbit. For everyone who's donated $10 or more, except for one. We're going to look at those in a second. And we're even going to launch one. The one that we haven't done, we're going to do that as well. But I want to get this. I want to get this little engine here. I gotta get this thing. Not an engine. Okay, it's a. All right, just don't send hate mail. All right, I'm very sensitive. In the meantime, let's go. In the meantime, let's talk about some question and answer things that you guys have had. There's a few things you guys have noted. One thing you should notice, and you probably won't be able to connect this very well if you're one of these people, but a lot of my videos happen way back. Like I've got videos going back all the way to version 0.8, I believe. And so, let's see here. I want to go H. Let's go forward. So you may notice that there's a feature you can do. You can do this. Try to do. No. They didn't exist. It was totally flying blind. It was like early days of NASA. Well, not totally like that. All right, now I'm gonna go. Getting close. All right, how we doing? Still cruising it nice and slow. Alright. Using lots of concentration. I've been working on the Minecraft server. It's going to be called Try Dying to Build. Part of the reason why is it's going to be totally set on hard, the hardest difficulty, just for fun. It's actually not that bad. I'm trying to keep as much lag down so that it'll be hopefully nice and easy to play. Let's see if I can do a camera angle that helps. None of those camera angles help me. Okay. Alright, how are we doing? We're still a bit away. Still getting closer. And so I'm working on that. Unfortunately, version 1.2.4, that's a mouthful, totally broke online play with Bucket servers, which is weird because Bucket is now part of Mojang, so it really shouldn't have broken, so it's kind of unfortunate. It's like, hey, we're part of this new big team now, and oh yeah, we broke everything. So, alright, coming on in here. How are we doing? Let's see here. What else? What else on this FAQ? Um, let's see here. A lot of people always like to say that there's things that they could always do better, and I'm okay with that. If you got something better you think you can do, please do me the favor and show me how to do it better, because I'm always trying to show you guys how to do things um, the easiest way. I'm not always looking for necessarily the most scientific way per se, but I always want to make things easy. That's one of the things that I did with my Moonlander video, is I was trying to make it as okay, how are we doing here? As easy as possible. And so one of the things I'm looking for is actually I'm looking for a way of doing. Oh, that was the wrong one. K, 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 K. K, G. So hopefully this will do it. Oh, I got it. Okay, turn off the RCS units. I got it. Woohoo! That was huge. Oh, look at that. You guys suggested this. You guys helped me out. One of the things that trying to do, turn that off, is, well, actually I need to go back this way, is I'm looking for an easy method to help people out. Okay, I'm going to use my autosave. An easy method to do rendezvous. I have a method to rendezvous, but I don't have an easy method to rendezvous. And not necessarily easy, but fairly foolproof. Like, here's a set of steps you can take. And, well, obviously I was able to rendezvous this time through. That was a rhyme I didn't intend for. But anyways, alright, let's pull this thing out of orbit. Doing good. That looks good. And that's actually Bill, Jeb, and Bob in there. And I just bumped the microphone. I gotta remember that thing's sitting right in front of my face. Anyways, if you guys have a tip for that, that would be awesome. That would help me out a ton. Also, I'm going to be making a new moon landing video just because a few things have changed. The old one, I bumped the microphone again. Good grief. The old one still is. I need to check my map view. You see all these things around here? There's tons of them. All right. Where's our para-apsis at? Para-apsis is coming in. All right. And what I'm going to actually do is stop the burn. This is... Oh, stop burn. Hey, stop burn. Do you know, like, okay. See, this para-apsis is still coming in. Why is that? Is it because our RCS is firing? Do you see that? We are... That's very strange. Anyways. Alright, so this one's going to be coming in. Nuclear Wizard is going to come in. But in the meantime, we're going to hit G. I'm just going to open this up. Alright, we're going to actually back away, which is going to be in. So we're backing away. And then the plan is for us to go ahead and do, let's go up. Let's get away from this thing quite a bit. These RCS units really aren't very effective compared. And we're actually going to try to re-enter before this one, so that we'll re-enter this one, and then we'll switch back over to Nuclear Wizard and do a re-entry there. But that's pretty exciting. You've seen this. We've tried this a couple times before, and so that's pretty exciting. But in the meantime, let's see here. How are we doing? Oh, actually, I gotta remember. Yeah, let's get rid of all of our speed. Let's drop straight down. That way, while Nuclear Wizard is deorbiting, we'll just drop straight down. Because what I don't want is for Nuclear Wizard to burn up on re-entry. I want to actually, do a proper landing. And what I'm also going to do this time is, I think I'm going to get rid of this thing first, or earlier. And so I'm actually going to do that now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit X, turn this over. We've been having trouble, put these up, and then pop. Did I get rid of you? No, pop. There we go. Alright, so now you're gone, and we can lock on here. One of the things about this rocket that's so difficult is there's no parachute on top here, and so you've got these things around here. Alright, Nuclear Wizard, you're going away. That's good. Want to get going. RCS units are useless now. But anyways, I'm going to do a new moon landing video, so look for that in the future. And I'm also going to do a video on kind of the history of the moon landing video. Just because it's the most popular, and I get I get lots of messages from people saying, you know, I couldn't land a rocket, and then I watched that video, and now I could do it. Like even people in the military have actually emailed me and said on the forums they emailed me, and then I emailed them back. We just, you know, by normal email, but he emailed me and said, hey, we want to use this video. We want to submit this video to possibly as an advertisement for KSP for training, and something, I don't remember what it was. A forum moderator told me that the video helped him to learn how to learn how to, is this right? Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm doing to land, and so and there's a lot of history to it, believe it or not. You know, it just seems kind of like just a normal, plain old video, just an average video, but it's my most popular video, and the amount of work that it took to get that design was pretty significant, because I went through a ton of designs just to get there. So I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna do a video on how to on the moon landing itself. I'd like to do one on rendezvous, where you know, connect two ships up. I have a basic one, but I want one where I can just be like, here are some hard figures, here's some information, here's some, you know, some technology bits that you can use, or whatnot, just to say, you know, you can, let's see here. What I need to do, actually, I don't want to be pointing up. I do want to be pointing down. And so here's some techniques that you can do to make this much easier. And so I'm looking for that. If you got any hints on that, that'd be awesome. I asked you guys a lot for help with the Minecraft server, and so a lot of you guys have been offering to help, which is really exciting. There's gonna be a Minecraft server video thing there. It'll be, you know, the start of everything. I've got 2 people who have already sent in applications, and as far as I'm concerned, they're totally approved. And so that leaves about 18 spots open. Technically 17, because technically I'd be a spot. So 17 spots open on the server. Hopefully Bucket gets everything around. They've got a very rough version that will work with 124. But nothing that's going to be stable. And so as soon as that happens, we're going to have a regular server going. All right, our parachutes are going. I don't need to hit space again. And we'll have some fun. We'll do some recordings. Basically, the whole gist of the whole server is, you know, make something cool. Whatever it, you know, it's going to be your guys' server. Whatever cool things that you guys want to make on there, I just want you guys to make them. And we need to start pointing up. In a second here, because those parachutes are going to deploy, and that'll be interesting. But I want you guys, you know, to enjoy it and have fun, make it whatever you want, and record the whole thing. And just you know, could you imagine 20 people building a server and recording it at the same time, and just doing, you know, whatever projects? Who knows what's going to happen? And you know, like I said, the whole thing could be a bust, or it could just be fun, or it could just be, you know, hey, for those 20 people it's great, or maybe for 20 people and all their subscribers and viewers it could be just a ton of fun. But that's the idea for that, and the idea for this is to land safely. There's our parachutes. Alright, so far so good. I'm going to turn the SAS off. The parachutes are going to kind of level us out, and hopefully we're slowed down enough we don't rip everything apart. Let me look. Oops, that's the wrong button. Let's see, where's Nuclear Wizard? Nuclear Wizard's still safe. He's coming down. Parachutes are coming. Hopefully he doesn't go below 70. If you don't know, if you go below, I think pretty close to below 70, your ship basically disappears. And that's what I'm trying to avoid here. But anyways. So let's do this. So a lot of videos coming up in the future, I hope. You guys have suggested a lot of games. I'm going to contemplate some games. I did some recordings before my computer exploded into a big fireball. Dude, you're playing it cool. These guys are scared. And well, it wasn't a fireball, but it was it was down for a week. And I want to keep it to very games that are not necessarily just mainstream and shoot and kill. And so I do have some ideas, but I like creative games. I like these games where you know, if you do something wrong, it's not necessarily wrong. That's one of the things I like about KSP. If your rocket explodes and kills your Kerbals, you've done something right. You know, if you're making rockets that explode, you're doing the right thing. All right, coming down good. You're still okay. You're coming down in a second here, so we're gonna have to switch over in a second. All right. Oh, looking good. Coming down at a good speed. That looks great. This is a safe speed to be at. Man, we're not going to be a second too soon on this, on Nuclear Wizard, that's for sure. Looks like we're going to land on some water, which is good. It's a little more, it's more forgiving because you can't slide down a hill on water. We're going to bring down the speed of our rocket just a touch because I do want to land. It's, and successful landing. Very good, very good. Little bits everywhere. So you guys landed successfully. Look at that. That's kind of cool. All right. End the flight. We need to go over to tracking station. I didn't know that was a button there. And we need to get on to Nuclear Wizard. Come on, Nuclear Wizard. Still be there. Oh, a Nuclear Wizard's there. And hit the chute. That's that. And just in time for about 5,000 feet. I don't think the actual place where where your ship disappears, is 70. I think it's actually a bit lower than that. I'm not exactly sure how they do it. Part of the reason why is everything's on rails when you're not either piloting it or near it. And things on rails don't necessarily disappear in the same way that a rocket that's loaded would disappear. But anyways, we're going to land these guys, and we're going to be right back with a donator rocket. Alright, this is the donator ship from my latest donator. Robert from the UK said, why don't you make a ship that takes off nice and slow? And I said, okay, let's do this. But of course, if you're going to go slow, you're going to have a big rocket. So let's throttle down, launch, nice and slow, taking off. No, I don't want to do sticky keys. No, don't turn on sticky keys. Just pushing shift, that's all. I'm going to push another button. I'm going to push like H. There we go. Alright. So, taking off very slowly. Alright, as any good ship should. Be nice and slow. Partial throttle. We're going too fast. Too slow. He said do as slow as you can. Gotta be patient. Always gotta be patient. Oh, can't do it. Nope. Here we go. Let's go. Taking off. Yeah, lots of rockets. Oh, that looks good. There we go. That feels much better. Oh, yeah. Slowness just doesn't cut it for me. I tried. I really did. I tried. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna put this in orbit, and I will be right back. Alright, well that only took about 5 minutes, and it sort of ended up in a bit of an eccentric, a little eccentric orbit there. It's pretty wild. All right. Hopefully, I really hope you stay inside the Earth's, or sphere of influence. 'Cause that's, anyways. Yeah, I may have done a little. Well, a little overboard there. Anyways, all right, here is the WT300. I forget his name, but he asked for the WT300. It should be named WT300, and to have a polar orbit. And you can see it's got a perfectly polar, well, yeah, it's perfectly polar orbit. So there's one, looks great. Here's R Slayer 9. Let's look at your rocket, R Slayer 9. Yours is also fairly standard. Looking good. Thanks for donating. Let's see who else we got here. The Creonto, we've already had done him. Let's see here. Robert UK. Zerprakis. Zerprak. I don't know how to pronounce your rocket name, man. Sorry. Alright, good looking good. Let's see here. Who else we got here? Robert UK. Did that one? Nope. Not that one. We did this one. Ah, here we go. This is the one I want to show you, because I felt really bad for this guy. Because he sent me a donation, and the donation said Jacqueline. And I said that's a kind of an odd name for a guy. He indicated he was a guy, but his name was Jacqueline. That was really kind of confusing to me. And but he said he uses his mom's name, which was very fortunate, because I was afraid he was going to have to be called Jack with a, where are we at? Jack with a Q. And then everybody would have to ask him what the, anyway, so he asked for, something crazy, and maybe some parachutes everywhere. And I said, oh, I'll do that. We'll get some wings there. And you know what? For good measure, we'll throw in this little guy right here. Yay! It's our little Nemo fin. I can do it. We'll just get ourselves into orbit by paddling. Anyways, I think that's all my donators. Yeah, that's all of them. So thank you guys for donating. And you know what? We're going to do some cool things later. And I'm going to continue fixing my computer up, making it better. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. You guys are awesome.